Morning everyone, Jerry here from Yosi Living. As you can see behind me, very rainy in Cape Town. So yeah, I just want to quickly talk about the Yosi products in a health manner because I can see a lot of people don't really take serious about the Yosi. They think our product is just another vitamin, another multivitamin like the Maximune or another fat burner. I don't know how to make it more clear. Maybe they don't understand what I'm saying when I say um, Yossi is combined nutrition based products. Nutrition is health or equals health. Combined equals miracles. That's just basically as simple as that to understand. Then, but it's not a lot of people that can properly do combinations. Well, it's very rare that people. Well, it looks like they cannot, and they don't understand combinations in nutrition. And where I've got my knowledge from is looking at vegetables and spices and all kind of things like that. And if you take like broccoli and cauliflower, all those things, and kale, and you examine them for what is inside them and how it's been put together, that is a combination, that's a proper combination. But now I always tell the people eat at least, let's say, four high fiber vegetables, different ones, because each and every one is different. Um, some might have the same things as the other one in, but it might have something extra in and have a little bit less of certain things which all of them maybe might have in. Um, so yes, it's extremely difficult to work out a proper combination. I guess that's why nobody really wants to try and do it because it's really difficult. Yeah, it's no joke. Um, and you really need to. For me, it's difficult, but the way I've worked out my eating method, it's not really a plan, it's more a method. Um, I, I work out my combination on my all my products, even if it's like the Maximune for super health or the Yossi the one for fat burner. It's just normal to me to work it out in a health manner, especially in today's life with this COVID thing and flu and sinuses and all those things. Um, it's really, if you're not going to take health serious, sorry to say, you're going to end up in the grave. Sorry for me saying it so straightforward, but it's just a fact of life, okay? I've been doing health and wellness like a long time, more than 20, well, 26 years at least. That's when I actually started. My interest was actually before that, but yeah. Um, and I've seen so many things happening, and I've seen so many companies and places coming up and going down and trying this method and that method, and they all gone because it just was about making money, I guess. Um, but it and they claim health, and still today you see them. They claim lose weight and get healthy. Where do you get that from? There's no such thing in life. It's not possible. Um, you get you are. It started off you were healthy. Then you went and you eat processed things, man-made food things they claim is healthy for you, which is the biggest nonsense. Um, you eat unhealthy fast food, sugars, sodas, and then you become unhealthy. Okay, so and then the unhealthy part leads to weight gain and all other sicknesses and problems, and especially with this COVID and all flu or bronchitis, all those things. If you eat unhealthy, you break down your immune system, and you make your body operating weak, very weak, and it cannot operate to the proper function with all other things that needs to work together to stay healthy. Um, that's why, first of all, eating healthy in the right way is key. You can follow a few guys healthy diets, you can follow it, and just let go of the processed food, and you'll be okay. You're not going to be super healthy, but you'll be okay. But with the method that I've worked out, you will be more than okay. That's why I don't get ill. I don't get all kind of things that people are getting. I don't get it because I stick by what I teach. If I say don't eat, take sugars and bread, I don't do it. I don't. There's nothing that I say don't do it to other people that I do. I just don't because I've tested it and I've experienced the bad it's giving the body. I've tested lean, eating lean. They say no lean, keep the fat away, and I've experienced the problems that comes with that. I've tested the keto diets with a lot of fat um, and stuff like that, and it's not good for you. Okay, that's why it took me a while, but I've come up with a high nutrition value meal, a proper high nutrition value meal, where the source is all about nutrition, and the lesser things are the proteins and the fats, and that's normally coming from your vegetables. I know a lot of people like the vegan diets and stuff like that. Um, it's okay, but the problem with that is your body needs certain other proteins and amino acids and fatty acids it still needs, which you can only get from like fish, your egg, then you can go to chicken, and lastly you can go to red meats. I won't, you don't have to eat so much red meat. You don't need to, okay? It is a good thing, but you don't need to overdo it. You can overdo fish, that's fine. But now the problem is not just fish. You need to have a lot of nutrition with it, which will come from your vegetables, high fiber vegetables, by the way, and your fats like your cheese and your avo and your milk and your butters. It's a must, okay, but it's not the overpowering things. So you have your proteins, you have your fats, but your overpowering thing is your vegetables. That's more like a nutrition idea than a protein or a fat idea. Um, Later on I will explain why I carry on so much about vegetables. Everybody knows vegetables is healthy, well supposed to. Um, but now, when I make my products, I look at the nutrition values on in spices and vegetables, and then and I look at the combination of things. It's not as easy as one might think. Well, if you want to do it right, designing a fat burner. First of all, it's an unnatural thing that you're doing to the body. It's not natural at all. The body doesn't really accept it. So you can shock the body for a while. Yes, and that's why you will see most fat burners, they will work for a while, even if you eat unhealthy, and then suddenly everything will just stop. And they will tell you, no, everything went well, and then just suddenly everything just stopped and doesn't work anymore. And I've tried so many things, but once your body is in that state of unhealthiness, it wants to protect itself. So whatever foolish thing you want to try, then it's not going to accept it. That's it. That's just, let me say, that's the way God made it. So in the same sentence, the way God made vegetables, I mean, whether you want to believe in a stupid Big Bang that doesn't make sense, or you want to believe like there's a mother and a father and they create a child, the same, there is a God. So, which I believe, okay? And so if he made vegetables with those teamwork of nutrition working together in each and every one of them, there's a reason for it, okay? Um, this is a big topic, but if you look at your proteins and your fats and all the nutrition, the lesser nutrition values, there is some nutrition value in proteins, but it's things that actually runs with the protein and the ammonic acid, and it comes from the animal or the yeah, etc. And the same with the fats because of things that they've eaten. So it's just normal, but it's not nutrition value that you can totally depend on. If you want to depend on nutrition value, you depend on vegetables and spices and things like that. Um, my opinion, the way the body works, I know it's different than the health sectors and whatever they taught us. Um, my opinion is different. Um, so my reasoning more is like your body, you eat your food with your vegetables and your meat. The nutrition, the stronger nutrition like your vegetables that's in there from A to Z and things like that converts the proteins and the fatty acids, different ammonic acids and different fatty acids, and the nutrition value converts that so that the body can accept what you are giving it, and it will then take it up into the bloodstream. If I was wrong in my reasoning, then why is it working? Why am I getting people healed, especially with soft tissue problems? Why am I getting them healed, let's say, with just my Maximmune, for example, the newer one will be much better, and a certain way of eating? Why is it working if I'm wrong in my way of reasoning? So it's clearly working, and that's the reason, the way I've worked out even everything that I work out, especially with the fat burners. Um, so you want to do an unnatural thing. You need to approach the body in a health manner. The body needs to feel and realize that here is a proper health combination now that he can pick up in the column system, and then that's why you can even use my fat burner as a health thing with your meals. You can do it like that. It's perfectly fine. The body sees all this combination that's been formed inside the column system, and he recognizes it, and he will take it up. And when the combination is healthy, that's why the Yosi products actually also treat your body, and it will also, when it gets taken up in the system, which it definitely will be, then like, okay, I'm not going to mention all the nutrition things because there's too many. It tells the body, look here, there's some repair that we need to do, and we need it from the fat cells, and that's why God made it like that. We need it, so release it, and it accepts what this uh, the nutrition that's coming from the fat burner. It accepts it because it knows it as a natural thing, and it releases the fat. And then there's other things you need to add for transportation and quick transportation. And even if you want to speed up the heart rate a little bit, you need to control it. Okay, you cannot just speed up something and there's no control over it. Otherwise, you're going to have a very down mood. You don't want to weaken your heart. You want to always keep it strong. So there is so many things that's involved in designing a health fat burner. It's crazy. Um, well, for me, it's crazy. But now designing a proper health thing like the Maximune, especially the new one. Yeah, um, I knew it's going to be a lot of work, and it was a lot of work. I didn't realize it's going to be that much. But for the people that's not getting in enough vegetables, that's where the Maximune comes in, to assist. And believe me, um, it's going to assist. Even the old one is doing a perfect job. This one, the new one, is going to do a miracle job. Really, um, if you're getting too much nutrition in your bloodstream, the body's just going to let it out. It cannot harm you in any sense at all. Okay, so it can only be good for you. Yeah, it's not like a chemical man-made thing that some is okay, some is worked out okay, like antibiotics and things like that. Um, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt in some of the things that they design. But some things I think they take too far to control the body in the way they think needs to be controlled. But I actually think they're not really understanding the body perfectly right. Um, no disrespect to them. Everybody, I guess, well, most wants they want to make money, yes, but um, there is still a law that needs to protect us as humans. That it needs to actually be good for you and not harm you and making you worse. Um, but my opinion, if you understand the body better in its way of working and your reasoning, then yeah, it's more work, but you will make something that just makes more sense for the body to take up and not force it into the body by injection like that. Um, like I said, some is good, like your B complex and your B12 and B complex is a good idea. But if you look at B, um, they say it's to build up your immune system, but and it does work in a sense, but I've tried it before, and the only thing it's doing to me is giving me a crap lot of energy, and I cannot sleep. Weird. Um, but it's more, bees, in my opinion, is more for the brain. Okay. Yes, if the brain works better and it's more clear and more open, yeah, well, that stands on why I couldn't really sleep. Because my brain is always working, I'm always thinking, and always want to develop and improve things. Yeah, that's the way I am, I guess. But for some people, if they take B complex B12, they sleep well. All good for you. Um, I've tried it once, twice maybe, but uh, it's I don't. For me, it doesn't. I see no point in it because I'm getting enough bees through my vegetables, and anyway, um, and everything is in there. So yeah, doesn't make sense. Um, and even the new um, Maximune, and even the extra block. All the Bs from 1 to 12 is in extra block, and extra things that works with it. So you actually don't need a big complex. You can just take your extra block in anyway, and it balances the hormone system. An extra block that shouldn't be too high, it brings it down to normal. Same with the insulin, and same with your stress hormone. So it just levels out everything. If your extra block's too low, it'll pick it up. So it just wants, because the things that's in there also comes from vegetables and your cabbages and things like that. So it's all as natural as you can get and as super healthy as you can imagine. Well, a lot of people don't actually understand health, but yeah, it's good for you. It's really, really good for you. So Yosi is health, and we are taking health extremely serious. Maybe we're taking it too serious for the people to understand how healthy it really is. I think if the people really just be obedient and do exactly what we say, um, with the eating way and using the products, yeah, you're going to lose weight. It's just logic. But everybody is telling me that's obeying us, the way how good they feel, how healthy they are, and how weird it is for them to not getting sick anymore. It's like, hmm, I didn't know it was possible. I thought it's like a normal thing this year. Now it's flu time. Like now, normal, it will be flu time. That's why the COVID is sky high, because it's time for flu, and the sinuses will go crazy, and there will be drip, and it will go to the lungs, and you will battle to breathe and things like that. And if you leave it untreated, it will becoming worse and worse and worse and worse, and especially if your immune system is down. So it's just logic, people. So taking health serious is just good for yourself. Okay. I just wish people will take us more serious in the health. I wanted to stop this whole thing because people are not taking it seriously, but I don't know, for some weird reason I cannot stop. I don't know. I care too much. Yeah, yeah. So I just hope and pray people will take us more serious, because we are actually there just to really help people and really helping them to get healthy. And thank you for all those that are taking us serious and obeying what I say you guys need to do, and not thinking I'm being disrespectful, but being open-minded. If something is new to you, it doesn't mean it's wrong for you. Like the first time that a light bulb come out or a TV came out, I remember that still. When the first TV came out, oh no, this is the biggest evil, and I don't know what. The only evil about it is, yeah, they sit more in front of the TV and not learning and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe that. But yeah, it's not evil. Now we got cell phones and we got all technology and we can properly communicate with each other. Um, so what's the evil about it? Okay, so if somebody, and that's all man-made things, and fine, okay, but now there is natural, normal things that's been there since the beginning of the earth, and after, let's say, when, like my belief, when God made the earth and He looked at everything and He said it's good. That's why then before I've started with the nutrition, then well, let me say these words. I speak to God and tell Him, where's the good in it? I see the people are getting ill and unhealthy and all kind of things like that. Where's the good? I don't understand. Where's the good in it? If you say it's good, then where's the good? How do you get to the good? And like I believe. Then look, then I started to learn in the way that I would use the word he taught me. Um, yeah, maybe like I said, he's giving me the talent to develop things. Yeah, and that's why how I came up with this eating method, and then I went further and I studied nutrition, just to understand, and get used to it, and to understand, to try and understand where is the good in the things that he made, especially the vegetables. Um, and then eventually I found it, but I just found the nutrition. I didn't found the combination, that there actually need to be a proper combination. And after I've studied what's inside and why, then I came up, but this is actually more like a teamwork. And then it becomes like, the doctors will call it practice. Okay, then you need to put things together and test it to find out what work, what doesn't work, and things like that. And that's how I came up with the nutrition is actually converting the protein and the aminic acids and the fats and fatty acids, um, A and B and E and F's and D and K, and they're all, contributing in converting those for the body to accept and understand it. That's why, and that when I realized that your nutrition needs to overpower your proteins and your fats. So, and that's how I came up with the eating plan. That's how I came up to design the fat burner in a health manner. That was a lot of work anyway, but that's the way I've come up with that. And then now eventually the Maximum, and now the improved Maximum. If you look at, everybody that was diagnosed with COVID, I've just treated them in a health manner. I gave them the Maximun, and the younger, especially the Maximun antiviral, and then they will use, just things to quickly dry up, especially this area here. Um, and there is, zinc in things like that, and it will go into the bloodstream, attack, and penetrate a virus cell and dry it up. And a dry cell is a dead cell, and then it transport it out. If it doesn't want to accept the body, the body's rules, let's say that. In the meantime, also the body, experience this virus thing, and it makes its immune system even stronger. That's by the help of the multivitamin, or in this case, my immune boosting kit. Um, that's why your um, your your multivitamin needs to be properly worked out. It's not just throwing a bunch of things together and now you got a multivitamin. No, it's not going to work well like that. So yeah, so please understand Yossi's health. I know this is a long video, it's almost half an hour. Okay. Um, but I hope you guys listened through this video and understand we are all about health. Take us serious. Um, you know, whatever we do to honor God, okay, to see Him in all our ways of doing things. So, and the only way for others to realize that is in the way we care and the love that we show through our products, you know. So I would really say, if you guys don't mind, just spread the word, you know. It's the right thing to do, actually, to help one another, if it's the right thing to do, you know. um, let's help one another, spread the word, so we can get people healthy and stay healthy. I mean, and then we all can enjoy life, and things can just hopefully get better, you know. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening.